the power to rule over the dead.
You've all got phones, right? The Diablo that started the meme is upon us, and Blizzard did release Diablo Immortal for PC after all, although it will not be available until June 2nd, but that's like tomorrow at the time of this recording. So I went ahead and did the absolute unthinkable and downloaded Diablo Immortal onto my mobile device. Can't believe I did that, just so I could find out if this is even really a Diablo game or some expected mobile trash using the Diablo name to get some cash. Please understand that the footage from Diablo Immortal you are seeing in this video is captured from a cell phone and using screen mirroring, so it may seem that Diablo Immortal looks rough or is lagging or running low frame rates, but this is all just due to the screen mirroring and blowing up a small screen onto a big screen. Diablo Immortal looks absolutely downright amazing on my small screen, and I would expect the resolutions to be excellent on PC, but we'll have to wait until tomorrow to find that one out, so excuse the mobile footage. I'll never do that again for Diablo Immortal, and I played quite a bit of it just to make sure I brought you the good information you want for Diablo Immortal, so let's get to it. So the very first thing I realized was that this is indeed a true Diablo game. Diablo Immortal does a decent job at hiding the fact that it is a mobile game, keeping the UI pretty clean overall. I mean, it's not cluttered with the usual prizes and slot machines and information flying all over about everything that happened all at once. The UI feels like Diablo, and that's a really good thing. Are there ways to spend money? Abso-freaking-lutely. Does it throw it in your face every time you turn around? No, it doesn't. And it deserves some respect for that, in my opinion. And I know this is going to sound bizarre, but since I hate touchscreen controls, I connected a Bluetooth controller. I personally recommend the 8BitDo Pro 2, if you can, and play with the controller. Diablo Immortal controls exactly how I expected it to with the controller. If you've ever played a console Diablo game in the past, you'll be right at home. Before I knew it, I was actually completely immersed into Diablo, and hours melted away. I turned on the 60 frames per second mode. I know you can't tell in the recording, but it's the screen mirror, I swear, because Diablo Immortal ran like a champ, and soon I was slaying piles of the undead and collecting their shiny, addicting loot and upgrading my gear and leveling up. I even ran a dungeon with some people, which it connected me to immediately, and we ran through and slayed some trash and some bosses together. And if all the functionality one would expect from a Diablo game makes it to the PC version, I'll be one happy little camper, because indeed, this is a real Diablo game, with some microtransactions that are definitely there, but hardly a concern if you really like Diablo. After all, Diablo Immortal costs exactly nothing to play, so they got to make a buck somewhere. I'm sure that as we get to the end game though, that the issues will likely grow from there, but respect to Blizzard for not going completely ham like most mobile games do. It's the main reason I can't stomach to normally play a game on mobile to begin with, but I may make a small exception for Diablo Immortal, at least for this day, while I await the PC release of Diablo Immortal on June 2nd, which is exactly tomorrow. Now, when does it offer you these grand opportunities to check out their cash shop? Well, at major milestones in the story, best I can tell so far. So they are spread out far enough that by the time I did see one, I was hours deep and didn't mind. And by that point, I was already sold on the fact that Blizzard actually made a real legit Diablo game here, so that made it much better. Now, it isn't all sunshine and rainbows though. As one might expect, the leveling up process is so lightning fast that you'll be dinging 20 not long after leaving the tutorial area. And yes, there are daily rewards to entice you to log in every day. That's gross, yuck, but I mean, I get it. It's a mobile game. My stomach was guaranteed to shimmer and turn at some point. But overall, I have to say that I was a bit shocked to find myself thinking I would actually play this, and it's not just a time waster type of game. Most mobile games they just feel like they're literally to waste your time. This is a legit video game, and it is available on mobile, so that's a definite plus. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I've lost my mind, but I promise you, that happened a long time ago. This is a legit Diablo game, and will likely be a huge hit because it is the new Diablo until Diablo 4. And to be honest, even after Diablo 4, I think millions will be playing Diablo Immortal, unless there's some major issues in-game game, which, let's be honest, it probably is. Before we continue, I want to give a shout out to the members of Napalm. Thanks to your contributions, this channel is able to produce the content and get the equipment and gear necessary to keep this channel alive and improving. Thank you. And if you are interested in becoming a member of the channel and helping support my YouTube journey, please click join down below for a list of options starting as low as $1.99 per month. Please, I'm hungry. And I want to give a very special shout out to the Lords of Napalm, Bounty Code, We Toke Bitcoins, Jared Woodhouse, Daimlos, Farthest Reach, Not Sid, Sparrow, Carsoning, Christopher Hensel. Thank you for your highest tier membership. Now on to the video. Running around in the world though and seeing random other people jumping in groups quickly all lend themselves really well to the Diablo formula, and although it may not replace the feelings of playing something like an actual MMORPG, Diablo Immortal is a definite must play. After all, the fun of a Diablo game is quite literally in that thing you have in your pocket. Most important to me though is the PC release on June 2nd. Will it feel like a mobile port, or is it taking a bit longer to launch because it is actually a PC version worthy of at least being seen as a free-to-play version of Diablo, or will it quite literally be an obvious port for mobile and slapped on PC? Blizzard surely knows that the majority of their actual fans and the Diablo community wants to play it on PC, and the mobile version will be great for the more casual or people who are stuck on the road, or even a way to continue playing something you would play on your PC if you could. This will be the big deciding factor on the staying power of Diablo Immortal, in my opinion, and we will soon find out. But yes, actually, I would recommend Diablo Immortal, and this is the first time in over 800 videos I have ever recommended a freaking mobile game, so that has to have some sort of meaning to you. But tell me what you think. Are you going to try it out? Have you already? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you enjoyed this quick preview and my opinions, please consider subscribing for more RPG and MMO content. That's what I do here. And drop me a like or help me fight the YouTube algorithm. And until next time, my friends, God bless and happy gaming.